As soon as my name with the mentioned title would appear on the screen of a viewer sitting in a distant part of my nation, there would be not one, but many thoughts that would strike the viewer's mind at once. India, as a country, has witnessed massive changes in its social, political, and economic structure in the past 1 decade or so. If you take a look back at the beginning of the 21st century, the nation had begun its metamorphosis stage, and till date, we are all somewhere caught up in the same phase. As an Indian Muslim, I grew up to love my nation, my land, in the same way as my Hindu friends did. My parents instilled in me the understanding of an identity of an Indian national, just as my Hindu friends in the neighborhood were getting. I felt the same patriotic emotions my Hindu friends did when I stood up for my national anthem on every occasion. I also experienced goosebumps when I heard the lines "Sarfaroshi ki tamanna ab hamare dil mein hai." I used to also scream my lungs out when India won the World Cup or won any match. I also loved the tricolor. Listening to stories of freedom fighters also stirred up similar emotions in me as it did in the Hindu classmate who sat next to me. Watching the Republic Day parade made me a proud Indian in the same way as watching it made my Hindu neighbor. Speaking up against any social evil made me feel like a responsible citizen, as in any Hindu would feel. Celebrating Independence Day made me feel as ecstatic with happiness just as my Hindu friends were. But often, sitting in the corner of my room, I contemplate, and the following questions revolve around me and haunt me. If I am an Indian, as much as you are my Hindu friend, then why was I slaughtered in Gujarat? Why was I butchered in Muzaffarnagar? Why do people stare at me when I wear my skull cap or hijab? Why does my name force people to doubt my love for my nation? Why do I hear comments like "तू तो पाकिस्तान को support कर रहा होगा" during a match? Why do I not get a good apartment on rent in a posh locality? Why do people call me staunch, radical, or extremist if I pray 5 times a day? Why am I called an Orthodox Muslim if I follow my religion to the best of my capacities? Why are the boys of my community always under constant surveillance? Why am I not an Indian as much as you are? These questions and emotions are not something new for any Indian Muslim, but we still look forward for answers. This video is actually a questionnaire for our nation, our state machinery, our government, which needs to fill it up so that the blanks that have risen in the minds of the Indian Muslim community gets filled. Our nation today is heading towards a crisis that is threatening the strong pillars of secularism and brotherhood on which the largest democracy of the world stands strong. We, the people of India, have to make sure that our future generation does not continue to live with the same doubts and fears which these blanks leave unanswered. As a part of this democracy, I would like to ask not just every Muslim, but every Hindu friend of mine to rise for India. The issue addressed in this video today is not about a minority, a community, or a particular sect, but it is about a society we all are part of. The nation today does not only need leaders, but the youth of our nation needs to stir up a revolution against the attitudinal discrepancies that exist in our society. As an Indian Muslim, I would want to feel like an Indian as much as my Hindu friends do. बस यही कहना था आप लोगों से। थक चुके हैं हम हमारी हिंदुस्तानियत साबित करते करते, लेकिन हम हार नहीं मानेंगे। हम कभी हार नहीं मानेंगे। हम इस वतन से जितना पहले प्यार करते थे, अब उससे कई गुना ज्यादा मोहब्बत करेंगे। और आप सबका दिल हम सिर्फ मोहब्बत से जीतेंगे, इंशाअल्लाह। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।